What's up, guys? This is Here's the Rubble podcast, episode number 3, where we talk about music we like, music we're listening to, and we listen to some music. I'm Steve, and RJ is here with me, as always.
Hello.
And today we have Brandon of Crash the Funeral with us, who is on this song. Who's on this song that we're listening to right now, which is Drink, Die, Repeat by, once again, Crash the Funeral. It's up on Spotify, should be on all streaming services. Right
Apple
now,
Music, YouTube. We'll throw the links down in the description.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So, how you doing, Brandon?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. We were hustling and bustling, obviously because of coronavirus, everybody got a little held up towards a little bit of last year. But, dude, we were on our fucking grind. Like, we were nonstop. That's basically how we came to be, because we ended up getting a bunch of time off. We're like, fuck it. All we're doing is writing music. And that's exactly where, like, a lot of these tracks came from. Like, so we have an upcoming EP coming out. I'm not really going to talk about the names quite yet, but we're talking about releasing 5 tracks between now and August, September. But that's going to be the full EP.
Awesome.
Obviously, Drink, Die, Repeat was the very first rendition and our very first exposure to the public eye. And, like, we're trying to go out with a bang. We're talking about music videos. We're talking about promotion. Like, we're just trying to do it all. We're on our grind. Needless to say, that's how we're doing. We're doing great.
That's awesome, man.
And
this is like a hell of a... Sorry, go ahead, RJ.
Yeah, you guys fucking killed it with this song, bro.
Oh, totally.
You and me, like, talk every now and then. And shit, You've been like sending me snippets and shit while you guys been working on shit, and I've been really excited to hear some stuff. And you did not disappoint with this song, man. It is pure fire.
Yeah, no, we have a few aces up our sleeves, that's for sure. Like, man. Like I said, we had a lot of time to really sit down and, like, not only like craft a really good song, but we've got to sit down and listen to these songs, record these songs professionally. We ended up doing like DDR specifically, and I think like 2 times. So we ended up like really wanting to get it right.
Right, you're not rushing anything out. You're taking your time on it, making sure it's what you want everyone to hear.
Exactly, because like we had all that time last year. There's, to this day, not a lot of concerts going on.
Right.
So we had a lot of time to really sit back and like make sure everything was perfect until we could release and stuff. Because even right now we're still not playing shows, so the only thing we can do is release music. If we're going to, we got to make sure it's top quality.
Right.
That's exactly what we did.
You were telling us about the recording process a little bit. Who's been recording what. Before we started recording, you want to kind of go over that again real quick?
Yeah, of course. So initially when we were doing all the demo work, when we initially recorded the album and the EP, it was the 3 of us, me, Matt, and Cameron. Cameron and Matt would throw together a guitar riff. They would bring it to me, and I would lay down a basic little drum beat. We would sit down and arrange it together, and they would just kind of morph and form from, those basic ideas from all at once. But during the live show, it's going to be Cameron on vocals, me on rhythm guitar, Matt on lead guitar. Like, we're the trio, bro. Like, we're going to be out there rocking it.
Yeah, that's
whoever
awesome.
else is on stage with us, too, is going to kill it.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely think you guys are going to bring really good energy in live shows.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, because, a lot of people... they complain, the record doesn't sound like the live show, vice versa. We wanted to make sure that our record sounded like our live show, so that our live show sounds better than the record. You know what I'm saying? Because when we play, we're going to have that energy. We're, all about having fun. Like, Drink, Die, Repeat specifically is literally about drinking with your buddies until you die. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't want to have fun like that? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
100%, Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, no, and I think that really comes across in this song specifically. Like, the energy you guys have, it feels like it's very fun and like it's intense. I would love to see you guys live if you're keeping up that intensity. Yeah, from the sounds of what you're saying, like that's exactly what the plan is.
Of course. Yeah, we're trying to, we're planning to do shows, but God forbid, who knows when shows or real tours will start happening.
Yeah.
But fingers crossed it's soon, because we are so eager. So
I feel you, man. Totally. I think everyone who is in a band or, is writing music right now is just like stockpiling a bunch of stuff. So when like the second, that bars are opening up, shows are happening again, you can just hit the ground running.
Yeah. It's just hard to predict.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So, as far as your guys' sound, like, you got any general influences?
We're kind of all over the place. We definitely like hard rock, definitely heavy metal, but like,
oh yeah,
me specifically, I've been listening to a lot of new wave hardcore, like Code Orange, Jesus Peace, and Vane. Those have been like a lot of my favorite bands. Growing up, I was always a fan of like Green Day and like like skate punk stuff like that.
Totally.
But like nowadays, like our sound, like it's hard to describe. Like especially on this like EP, without giving away too many spoilers, it's a lot of like Southern rock, classic rock, and
really Southern
metal.
Rock.
Yeah, there's a lot of breakdowns on it. There's even we threw some pentatonic scales on it because fuck it, why not?
That's
I mean, dope. To be fair, like, how do you not throw pentatonic scales on there? It's gonna happen, like no matter what when you're playing.
But not definitely like there's a lot of insights to it for sure. Like it's just all over the place. That's the only way I can describe it. Is the big three would be classic rock, hardcore, punk rock.
Yeah, just, that's awesome.
Driving 100 miles an hour the whole time.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, how we met actually was we used to work at a water park together in Florida. And
okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, and we used to just like straight up sit there our entire shifts just like talking about music and shit.
Yeah, it's a good old days, a good old goat track. Shout out to the 386.
Yeah.
It's where we wrote the whole EP actually. We did the whole Logic demos in my bedroom, but we went and recorded them professionally out at Krug Studios with Mason Krug.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so like, we're all local, Mason's local, like we're also independent, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't have no label behind us. Like we're producing our own videos, we're producing our own album. Like we don't need no entity to tell us what to do.
Right.
We are doing it.
Man. Absolutely. Yeah, you're getting it out there, you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
And you can hear it in the music. I mean, I've always said the best bands are independent, labelless, local bands. Consistently.
Oh yeah, we're gonna ride it all the way to the top, man. I swear to God, we're taking Daytona with us.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah. And it's like you said earlier too about like live versus like recorded. I find like with a lot of smaller bands, the divide between those two is a lot like the sound live versus the sound recorded. There's less of a gap between that, right? Like when you're listening to the band live. And they're like a bigger band, a lot of times it's like, well, what the hell? This isn't like overproduced and like played on the studio. When they're playing live, it doesn't sound as good. But for these like smaller bands, I find way more often if they sound good on the recording, they're probably going to sound good live.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, because
sometimes bands lose that translation. Sometimes,
Yeah,
that's one thing that we Crash the Funeral we're trying to keep. We're trying to keep that consistency, that transparency, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So, what have you been listening to lately, Brandon?
Man, dude, I'm all over the place. Like I said, I've been listening to a lot of hardcore. Let me actually open up my Apple Music. Let me show you what I've been downloading. Jetty Days.
Absolutely.
They're a little local jazz band out of Daytona Beach. They're fucking
you're
awesome.
A jazz guy, eh?
Yeah, a little bit, because I grew up playing saxophone. So, like, all right, let me...
cool,
Let me give a little backstory. So, I played, like, saxophone throughout, like, elementary school, high school. I was in a jazz band, and, like, I always played guitar outside of school, but, like, now that I'm obviously out of school, I play mostly guitar. So,
yeah.
Dude, the new Gojira record is sick.
I haven't checked that out yet, actually.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
I still need to. I love Gojira. I saw him live once when they played with Metallica and Avenged Sevenfold in Edmonton, and they killed it, man. They are crazy good live. Their bassist, especially. I remember I'm a bass player, so like I'm like one of the only people who, when I go to a show, I'm actually watching the bass. It's what they're doing. But like the bass player in Gojira, man, his energy live was awesome. He was like jumping off the drum riser and like hitting like down picks and stuff like that. Like I don't play with a pick, but watching him do that made me want to. Like,
yeah, I've seen Gojira live 2 times now. The first time was in 2016 at Rockville, or 2017, one of the two, and I threw up in their pit. The second time was in 2019 nice. At Bonnaroo, actually. It's like a hippie music festival, like all the EDM shit, but like Gojira pulled up and played, and dude, it was nasty. Like, I've never seen so many people on acid in a mosh pit. It was actually a beautiful thing.
Yeah, dude, sounds like acid in a mosh pit hits different sometimes, bro. I was tripping when I saw Bad Religion at Camp Anarchy in 2019, I'm pretty sure. And I got in the pit during American Jesus, actually. And that shit was unreal.
Nice. But yeah, that's one band I've been listening to. I've actually played a show recently with this band called Rastic. They're also from Daytona. I'm shouting out a bunch of local bands, but
sweet. Absolutely, man. Shout them out, totally.
A lot of bunch of little peoples, but other than that, dude, some of the big boys, Knocked Loose, Gojira. I love Glass Animals. They're great.
Awesome. Oh yeah, I've actually been checking out a little bit of them lately too, actually.
Bro, Dreamland record is so good.
I'll just check it out. She's like, I have friends who like talk about how good they are or whatever, but like I have so much stuff that I'm listening to. Like, sometimes you say like, oh yeah, I'll check that band out, and then you don't really get around to it.
Yeah, you like completely forget or something.
Yeah, right. Like, so you said Dreamland is the record I should check out by them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the one that just came out, right? Yeah, I've heard like a couple songs off of this. I think like Heat Wave or whatever. But yeah, I'll check it out.
Heat Wave is good. They got Denzel Curry features on a track on it.
Oh shit, that's so sick. Yeah, I'm
definitely gonna Florida rap.
Yeah, Denzel Curry. I'm a big Denzel fan. He's like
bro.
easily top 5 rappers right now.
Dude, his collaboration with Kenny Beats last year was real good.
Yep.
Then I saw him in 2018 with Flatbush at the Denzel Zeltron v Zombie show.
Oh
wrestling
shit!
Ring thing.
That's dope.
It was nasty.
Hey, what is this? A wrestling ring thing?
Yeah, it was in 2018. You can find it. There's highlights of it on YouTube. It's called the Zeltron v Zombies show in Miami. Dude, it was fucking lit. Like Kuya showed up, ASAP 12 pulled up, the Underachievers pulled up.
That's dope.
It was great.
You ever listen to much Against All Authority? They're from Florida, I think Miami-Dade area.
I have not, no.
They're pretty sick, bro. Yeah, you should check out their song Silence is Golden, but Duct Tape is Silver.
Silence is Golden and Duct Tape is Silver?
Yeah, that's like a nice hardcore fucking... Me and Gage will be like driving to the next town over, just blasting that song and shit.
True. So, dude, like, y'all are in New York, man. Y'all got a pretty hefty, like, hardcore scene out there and shit.
Dude. Yeah, fucking Gage is, because I be all the time sewing patches onto anything someone will let me sew a patch onto. And Gage's first vest, actually, was like a flannel I cut the sleeves off of and put a nice New York hardcore back patch on the back. It was like an old T-shirt I had.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
But yeah, New York hardcore, that's my territory right there.
Hell yeah, man. I've always wanted to make the venture out there to Philly and go to This Is Hardcore.
Yep.
That seems like a good stomping ground as well.
Yeah, for sure. So you do this thing on one Instagram account you run, Daily Spin Records, where every day you'll post one of the, like, pretty much the record you're listening to that day. And and the herb you're smoking that day, which I also really like.
Yeah, man, I have a pretty good rotation of flow on that page. Dude, I started it like a month ago, and it started at like 250 followers. So shout out, because I have my medical marijuana card in Florida. So like I smoke down. The boys in the other, in the band, they don't really smoke. They don't smoke at all. And like I'm the Snoop Dogg of the band, I guess. Like, yeah, I smoke Snoop Dogg, but like straight up, dude. Like, but no, like I'll it was actually when I had Corona specifically, like last month. I was in quarantine.
Oh, you had coronavirus?
Yeah, dude, I had that shit too, like February, I think.
You guys, are you serious?
Yeah,
I mean, like dead ass serious, dude. I was out of
wow, 2/3 of this podcast, or I guess half if you count Gage. But wow, that's crazy. All right.
But yeah, man, and then I ended up starting this page to where like I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a goal. I'm gonna post on this page once a day, and it's literally gonna be a picture of a record or a picture of weed, and literally like those are the two things I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to music and I smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly same. You know, sometimes I'll throw some video games in there at the same time.
Yeah, but it's just hard to stream and shit. And that's just too competitive and like I don't know, man. Like I smoke way more weed than I play video games, I guess. So.
Yeah, definitely my two main things is smoking weed and listening to music and making everyone else around me listen to the same music.
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah.
I could appreciate that.
But yeah, I love what you do, posting a record every day that you've been listening to, and a lot of times I'll just be scrolling through Instagram and I'll be like, fuck it, I'll go listen to that record right now. And
hell yeah, bro. But I'm always trying to put people on.
Yeah, definitely. I want to know, how big's your record collection? Because you post a lot of diverse shit. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're posting a different record like every day, at some point, like you're gonna have to like either loop back or like unless you have a huge ass collection.
So the way I got it right now is I have 71 records, but the way I have it is I post one picture a day on the account. It's like one record, one weed, one like random picture, but it's all in order. Yeah. So if you go to my page, Daily Spins Records on Instagram, it'll literally be like all vertical shit. But I just wanted to be like, I don't know, like I guess visually pleasing. So when people are scrolling through it, they're like, oh shit, here's all the weed, here's all the records. Oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But no, I got 70 of them, so like I'm just kind of drip feeding it through like the.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm just scrolling through
3 or 4 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's awesome. Some great records here too, man.
Yeah, I definitely want to start doing something like that. On the Here's to the Rubble Instagram, I just kind of started that last night. And I don't really got a record collection like that, but yeah, I'm thinking maybe every day I'll do like a record of the day or something, and post just the album cover, tell people to go listen to it, shit like
even
that.
Just artists of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get people and shout it out, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Their Instagrams, grow the community. That's what I'm saying. It's like music is a language, bro. Like,
right.
Even if it's not necessarily like like I listen to a lot of like EDM and like bass heavy music as well. I don't know if y'all do, but like music
I don't listen to a bunch. No, I have buddies who love it, but like I can never get into it.
You probably have to see it live. Have you ever been to like a festival or anything?
See, that's what he keeps telling me. He keeps telling me, he's like, if you came to one of these festivals, you would love it. But like, man, dragging me out to one of those, I just don't think I could do it.
I'll go to any live music ever, like any.
Dude, it was
fair enough.
Like it's a great time, dude. But anyways, like just lyricless music like that specifically, it's a world, and it's a step into the fantasy realm. You know what I'm saying? People in the Asian culture or like. African culture, people who don't necessarily speak our language could listen to like say a beat and like kind of get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah,
kind of get that connectivity to it. That's why I appreciate music. You know what I'm saying? It's a community. We can literally grow together.
Right.
No, I get that. I get what you mean, yeah.
And that's kind of like the whole goal of this podcast. It's like, I'm not trying to get rich and famous. I'm trying to talk to as many different people as I can about music. And just like expose as many people as I can to new music they never heard before. All these bands with a few dozen listeners on Spotify that are so sick and just
because there's a lot of them
little push.
Yeah, totally. That just people, I don't know, they just aren't checking them out or they just haven't heard of them, right? So like,
right. I mean, the way these algorithms work is like they're pitted against independent artists and.
Totally.
Independent people need to help other independent people. We need to share this music, share these podcasts. Like, music is a language that everyone speaks. No one doesn't like music, and if they say they don't, they're lying.
They're a liar.
Or they're evil.
Yeah, that or they're just not from Earth.
Yeah, they're not someone worth talking to.
They make cat music. They make music for cats. And I thought it was bogus at first, but...
Like the musical?
No, like the animal, bro.
Like literal cats.
Yeah, like me and Gage were just sitting in our living room and our cat was like running around being crazy. Music. And I'm like, yo, hold up, I'm going to play some cat music through my Bluetooth speaker. And I put on like some shit that's supposed to be relaxing to cats. And she said straight up, just like walked over to the couch and just laid down with us and listened to some cat music.
Cat music. Ugh, that's like... It sounds like it should be fake. It's very funny just to say, yeah, man, we were just sitting around listening to cat.
Yeah, dude, I thought it wasn't real at first, but when that shit actually made that cat just calm down and relax, it's like...
I gotta try that.
If cats like music, how do people not like music? That's just more proof that everyone likes music.
Yeah.
Everybody. Totally. Everybody, bro.
I gotta try that when I go back to Edmonton with the gratuitous platypus house, like the cat there. We'll see if she'll actually calm down or not, because she's kind of like a bastard sometimes. Like, so if I could just play some music and have her actually calm down, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So for a song you sent us that you've been just playing on repeat lately, that was Doom Tech, right?
Oh yeah, my vein.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's check that out real quick, then talk about it. Yo, my bad. I didn't hear what you were saying.
No, you're good, dude. I was saying, dude, there's this video of them playing this live on this YouTube channel called Hate56. Have y'all ever heard of it?
No, I haven't.
Yes, I have, no.
Alright, so if y'all like punk, hardcore, go to YouTube right now and subscribe to that channel. Do yourself a favor. Like, you'll get put on to so many good bands, but specifically, like I said, there's this festival called This Is Hardcore, and Vane headlined in 2018.
Oh, that's
and
sick.
Seriously, it was the most fucking insane crowd ever.
What was that channel called again?
It looked insane. It's called Hate56.
Hate56.
Yeah.
I just subscribed to that.
Yeah, y'all get put on real quick. That's how I found out about a lot of these bands that I listen to, like Jesus P specifically, dude. Like, you know, I found them in like 2014, 2015, and like we saw them live in 2017. No, we saw them live in 2018 and 2020. Dude, we ended up meeting the singer of Jesus P, Aaron Hurd. Just went to join with them and shit. And, like, it was the craziest shit ever.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, mad insane.
You ever listen to Raised Fist?
No. Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah, RJ turned me on.
Wicked cool hardcore band from like Sweden or some shit.
Yeah, it's some sort of Scandinavian country, I think.
Yeah, they sing all in English and shit, but they are one of the most hardcore bands ever, bro. All of their songs are just about like beating the shit out of like racist people and posers.
Message Beneath Contempt is really good.
Yep, Message Beneath Contempt is fire. They had a few songs on some of those Punkorama records that Epitaph did. But yeah, you should definitely check them out. They're sick.
I heard. I'm on their thing now. Their Apple Music, downloading their shit.
Oh, dope. Yeah,
definitely check it out.
Yeah, fucking every record they have released is fire.
Yeah, I really liked everything that I listened to by them, and I remember you sent me a lot. So like,
yeah, I sent you a playlist of just their entire discography.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess that explains it. Yeah, I remember I was listening to the whole thing. I was like, man, there's like a lot of good songs on this. Like, but it's a lot of songs. But if it was literally their entire discography, I guess that explains that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brandon, you said that you used to play saxophone and then you started playing guitar. Like, how did you get into music? Did you just like get chucked into a music class and were like, well, I guess I play the saxophone now, or what? Like, how'd that work out?
Nah, bro. So it was actually crazy enough, bro. So specifically, like personally, like I'm blind in my left eye.
I'm blind in my right eye. I didn't even know that.
Together, you guys could be like
we have full vision together,
or one person who's completely blind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But nah, bro. So I'm blind in my left eye. So your boy never sought out to be Tom Brady or
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes it a little bit harder to be
like like when I was in school, like I was like, fuck, dude, I really liked music class in elementary school, so I stuck with band and like in a middle school stuck with it, and that's when I got into saxophone. I was like, yo, this shit's dope as fuck. And
I want to learn to play sax, man. That's a fucking cool instrument.
Yeah, man, it was fun. Like I was in marching band for a year, and like I did virtual school, so like I wasn't in like public school, but that's when I specifically transferred over to guitar. I started learning, like I had the music theory behind me, so like it wasn't even.
Oh man, that must have been nice, eh?
Yeah, it definitely helps. But like, dude, like
totally.
I definitely had like a little bit of a jump start when like trying to like actually try to figure out how to play guitar, and like I just sat on my ass all day. I did my schoolwork and I played guitar. That's all I did, and like. That's how I got through that time, like 3 years of like, not going to school, doing it all online, working 40 hours a week. Like, dude, that was what I did when I was like 17 to 19. But I was on a grind, dude. I knew what I wanted to do, and here the fuck I am doing it,
I was going to say, and clearly it's been working out pretty well for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you were blind in one eye, fucking. When we worked together, maybe that came up at one point, but yeah, fucking, when I was 13...
It's been years, bro. It's been so long since we've worked together.
Yeah. So. When I was 13, I actually got hit by a car. That's how I got blinded in one eye. I was in wrestling and shit before that, but I got hit by a car, like, right before the new wrestling season started, and I'm like, well, can't really be doing contact sports no more, so I'll just do music a shit ton. I played trumpet actually in like 6th and 7th grade for a while.
I just like bought a trombone recently, and it's just like sitting behind me here, like because I've been meaning to teach myself how to play it again. Because I played it in like 6th grade, but then like for whatever reason, I thought that the band teacher wasn't going to let me play bass because I'm a bass player, like by trade or whatever, right? So I was like, this sucks. I'm leaving. I'm not going to be in band class, even though like I love music. So it didn't make any sense. Found out years later, she was like, yeah, you totally could have played bass if you just asked me. But I just quit the band before I could do that. But yeah, so like I knew to play like a little bit of trombone back then. I picked it up again recently. I've forgotten everything. So I'm trying to teach myself how to play it again just because like, might as well. It's fun. And I got a trombone for like $50, where usually they're a lot more expensive than that. So,
fuck yeah, they are.
Yeah, right. Oh man, brass instruments and like woodwind instruments specifically, like to get an actual decent one, you gotta shell out a lot of money, and I don't have a lot. So,
do you guys want to know why I don't play trumpet to this day?
It's because it's too expensive to own one.
No, because I'd still own mine when I played trumpet like in like 7th grade and shit. In one school, then we moved to the next town over, so I was going to a different school, and my stepdad like brought all our textbooks back to the school we were leaving, and he's like, okay, can I get my kids' things out of their lockers and shit, and like get my kids' trumpet? And the school was just like, nah, we can't empty their lockers or let you come in and take anything.
Are you serious?
So I just never got any of my shit back, never got my trumpet.
So that was your trumpet?
Yeah, that was my trumpet, bro. I owned that shit.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
But every day I'll be looking on Facebook Marketplace and shit like for trumpets. I definitely want to get one again soon.
Yeah, that'd be sick. We could start a ska band.
Oh, I'm down, bro.
Oh yeah.
You listen to much ska, Brandon?
Dude, Streetlight Manifesto.
Oh, you said the magic words with Streetlight Manifesto.
Absolutely.
I already know. Trust me, bro. Like, I was literally, when I was coming up learning to play saxophone, like, that was the band, bro. That was right when the album with We Fall Together.
Bro.
Or We Crash Together, whichever one it was.
We All Fall Together.
Have you listened to Tokei's other project, Bandit to the Acoustic Revolution?
I was just about to bring up another one of his projects other than that one. Before that, Catch-22.
Yep.
I know about Catch-22, but I have not listened to them, no.
Yeah, not as many people have listened to him. If you know the album Keys Be Nights by Streetlight, Catch-22 was the first band that whole album actually came out with them. But I guess he re-recorded it with Streetlight because he didn't like the way it sounded. But I had a CD copy of Keys Be Nights by Catch-22, and it was my favorite CD I ever had. But I have a buddy who he started playing sax in a ska band like last year, and he had never really listened to ska before. So I was like, okay, you got to check this out. And I gave him the CD, but he ended up moving away, and then because of COVID or whatever, I couldn't get my CD back. So I was just like, all right, man, just keep it. Like, actually listen to it. But it's such a great record. Like, and Catch-22 is really, really solid. I think Streetlight is a little bit better. But that makes sense because, you know, he came a little bit later. He kind of developed more as a musician. Right. And but yeah, Catch-22, that stuff's definitely worth going back and listening to. At least the earlier albums. I don't like their stuff as much with the second singer. I don't know his name. I feel bad, but their stuff is still good. It's just not as like, I don't know, it's not as much of what I'm into. And then like in like 2016 or something, they put out like an easy listening album. So it was super confusing to me.
That Bandit to the Acoustic Revolution, they've only got like one, I think, EP with a few songs, but it's pretty much Streetlight. I'm pretty sure it's all Streetlight songs that they did, but it's like a completely acoustic, like fucking, not choir, but what's the word I'm looking for when it's like symphony. It's like a completely acoustic symphony that does the songs, and it's really sick, bro.
Actually, sorry, real quick. I just realized I think I'm a total idiot. I think that band that did put out the Easy Listening album was just another band named Catch-22. Because I just went on Spotify to look for it. Because I was like, did I imagine that? And I'm looking and I cannot find anything about it on Spotify. So
that's funny.
Yeah, it might have just been me at 16 looking at that and being like, "That's crazy. This is the same band," and then did no more research. So
yeah. But yeah, fucking Jeff Rosenstock from Bomb the Music Industry and Arrogant Sons of Bitches. He just recently was on a song with the Bruce Lee Band, and he sung it's like a dope ska song, but he sung the entire thing in Korean.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so it's like crazy because I'm not really much of a fan of like all that K-pop and stuff. But I don't know. I think I could get down with some K-ska if that's what it sounds like. Because that shit was actually fire.
True. Yeah, that's kind of the thing is like, it doesn't really matter what language the music is in if it's in a genre you like. Honestly, like I've listened to like I have like buddies at like the university that I go to who are like, "Yo, you got to check out this like J-punk band," and I forget what it was called because I'm an idiot. But like he played me some of their songs, and I was like, "Damn, this rocks, dude! This is incredible."
Apparently, there's
like
a huge Japanese punk bands. Oh yeah,
hell yeah, there is.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, which makes sense because it's. Sorry, go ahead.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, there's that YouTube channel, Hey56. They literally went on like a 2-week tour of the Japan hardcore scene. Like, they put on so many bands.
Yeah.
Specifically, shout out to a Japan band called Sand. Dude, they fucking slap. They are so good.
Bro, in the Japan punk scene is like really cool because NoFX went on tour in Japan at one point. And they talked about how, like, when you're touring in Japan, you don't drive around with, like, a bus or a van with your instruments. You hop on the trains with all your instruments to go to shows. And that's
the fastest way to get there, honestly.
Yeah, that's really cool to me. That's just really sick. That doesn't get more self-made than that. Like, yeah, I got to carry all my instruments onto the train and shit to go to my show.
Well, I feel like that'd be awesome too, because like, I mean, as someone who's never been in a tour bus, I imagine like, you're a little bit more isolated. You don't actually get to experience the city as much. Whereas like, you are in the train. There's no way you're getting away from that, right? So you really get more of like a sense of the actual city that you're in and like the people around you and stuff like that. And I feel like that's really cool because if you're gonna travel, like that's half the fun is actually, understanding and like getting some exposure to the place that you're in.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. So, what's the other song you got for us here? If we want to go ahead and play that.
Yeah, it's a track by Every Time I Die, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Underwater Bimbos.
Oh yeah, dude. This one always pumps the spirits, dude, for sure.
So, you want to talk about it a little bit before we play it here?
Oh, dude, of course. So, funny enough, so a little background story of our band. Me and Matt, we used to jam way back in the day. I met this cat in 2015. And like in 2017, 2018, we started jamming. We were basically like this little like Every Time I Die cover band. And like we wouldn't play live or nothing, but we knew enough songs like where we'd be like, okay, we can play Celis, you know what I'm saying? Like we got like a few of them down pretty good, but like Underwater Bimbos from Outer Space was one of them specifically. Like we kind of got it down pretty good, and like Matt never really like finished it out quite all the way, but like I ended up learning the whole thing on drums, and dude, it's so fucking fun. Like you'll hear the intro, like it's fucked up, dude. There's a lot going on. It's fast. There's a lot of different rhythmic patterns, but dude, like we had that shit down on lock, and like that's kind of like where some of the sound and influence that came from our band. We learned a bunch of these crazy 100-mile-an-hour tracks. Like we learned like these fast punk songs. We learned a lot of these rock and roll type riffs, and like, it morphed and kind of came into our sound, bled into us for sure.
Yeah,
but
that's
awesome, dude, Underwater Bimbos, it's always going to be a special place in my heart, bro, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy Taylor Kellogg, he passed away of suicide 2018, you know what I'm saying? Like the opening riff, I want to be dead with my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like that straight to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I relate to the Keith Buckley and what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I love that song. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see it live, I go hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah,
so let's take a listen, I guess.
Well, 1 second. I just want to say something
RJ,
about Every Time I Die real quick. Yeah, I'm actually a big Every Time I Die fan. I got into him actually also through Jeff Rosenstock, through Bomb the Music Industry specifically, because he's got a song called "Congratulations, John, on joining Every Time I Die." And it's
actually the title of the song.
Yeah, and it's pretty much just a song like about when you're in a band with someone and they go and join a bigger band, and now it's like, damn, so you're not going to make music with us? But pretty much song resolves itself with, pretty much every time you're back in Long Island, you're going to be doing shows with us and recording with us, and you don't got a choice, really.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, we can take a listen real quick and talk about it after. Maybe listen to it all the way through, then talk about it.
I want to be dead with my friends. I want to be dead with my friends. Why I brilliant dying in rest. I want to be dead with my friends. I want to be dead with my friends. Where the iron sharpens the iron. Where the iron sharpens the iron. Where the iron sharpens the iron. Sharpens the iron. I want to be dead with my friends. I want to be dead with my friends. Loud and loud, unforgettable end. I want to be dead with my friends.
Yes, sir.
Sick, man.
Yes, sir.
What was that song again? One more time.
That was Underwater Bimbos from Outer Space by Every Time I Die from Buffalo, New York. Shout out to the boys.
Great.
They don't need my clout. I need theirs.
Yeah, I actually didn't know they were from Buffalo until just now, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love listening. I mean, I'm not from Buffalo, but Buffalo's a few hours away, so to me, like, Buffalo artists are kind of like still local, and it's cool to see.
It's your backyard, bro.
Yeah, it's cool to see Buffalo artists that are big like that. I love when I find out someone's from Buffalo.
Oh yeah, dude, they've been around forever, man. Like I saw them on Warped Tour. Like literally, like the last Warped Tour stops were actually in Florida, and like on my friend's, like I think it was his 21st birthday. It was like August 5th. It was down in like West Palm or whatever. And it was like the last stop of Warped Tour, the last day ever. And like we caught, like it was Every Time I Die. Then it was like, fuck, what was the band? It was like Pennywise or Bad Religion. I think it was Pennywise. But yeah, we watched Every Time I Die close out with the Monster stage. And they specifically played the Underwater Bimbos into Map Change. And they literally played like Map Change for 15 minutes. It was fucking nuts.
That's
like
awesome.
I ended up seeing them like 3 times that year. Like Every Time I Die is one of my favorite bands for sure. Like every time they're in town, like I already have a ticket in my pocket for sure.
God, I miss live music.
Yeah, me too, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm dude, like us Crash the Funeral, like dude, we're ready to play shows. Like we want to rip people's faces off. We want to kick you in the jaw. We want to get in the pit with you. You know what I'm saying? Like we are 100%. Here to have a good time, bro. Our energy is through the roof.
Yeah, last week we talked to guitarist from Your Disorder, a punk band from Houston. And he was talking about some hardcore shows in the Houston scene, like the bands will just play in the pit. Stories. Like they'll have their instruments in the pit just thrashing while playing. And man, I just every time I talk about live music, I just can't wait till it comes back. I'm definitely going to have to get into traveling a bit more. Like I definitely want to get,
dude.
I want to get back down to Daytona, catch a Crash the Funeral show for sure.
Oh no, you're gonna catch us in New York.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Yeah, bro.
For all the people listening in California, you'll see us in California. For all the people listening in France, you'll catch us in France.
Hell yeah, bro.
Like, we're gonna be going all over.
Better come to Canada, man.
Bro,
I would love to go to Canada. Listen, bro, you want to hear a fucking fun fact? Like me, a Florida boy, 22 years old, I've never seen snow in my life.
Really?
Oh my dude, that's
never
crazy.
In my life. I would love to
Well, don't worry, we have plenty of it here, man. So
I want to go snowboarding. Your dog, like, listen, I surf, like I wakeboard. I would love to go snowboarding.
I'm a big guy. I'm not. I don't do great with mountains and shit, but I love snowboarding, bro. I don't do very well. I love it. It's wicked.
I can't snowboard to save my life. I'm a skier. I know it's super lame, but that's what I do.
Teach their own.
Yeah, fucking something that me and Gage have talked about, because there's an old abandoned public works like warehouse type thing in our town, and we would love to just plan like just with some generators and shit, just like a makeshift punk show. Fucking just go in there at like midnight. It's like a residential neighborhood and just rock the neighborhood out of nowhere.
Yeah, that would rock, dude.
That'd be insane.
Cops would definitely come and break that shit up pretty quick.
Well,
but
of course, yeah.
I think it would solidify a small town scene if we did some shit like that.
Totally, man.
For sure.
That's the hard thing about like being in places where there is no scene is like it's kind of up to you to kind of create that.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
That's such an uphill battle. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think, Fat Mike said it best, it's my job to keep punk rock elite.
Yeah, there you go.
I could get behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with that, though, is like, punk rock's too elite and nobody shows up to the shows.
That's true. That is very true. So, this is going to be kind of something I haven't done on the show yet, but I feel like most people who listen to a lot of music and play music and shit, they come up with a lot of band names. Just like funny ones, all sorts of shit. I got a huge list in my notes app on my phone, and I was wondering if I could hear some of your guys' best band names that you've come up with.
See, this sucks. I'm terrible at coming up with band names. I'm in like 3 bands right now that don't have names. So I'm excited. If you guys can just like give me some of your best band names, I might just steal them.
Bro, we lie not the same way, bro. I don't really think about shit like that too much.
Really?
To be real.
I'm in like
it might just be you, RJ.
I'm in like because me and Gage do it, me and a bunch of my buddies do it and shit. So I'll just list off some of mine. All right. A lot of these I've come up with while stoned. Usually they come from just like a funny thing someone says. I'm in a Facebook group called Thanks, That's My Band Name Now.
Oh, I gotta get in that so I can steal that stuff. My problem is every band name I come up with, I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then it's like, oh no, that's already taken. Every time, 100% of the time.
So I'll go with my top 3 that I've collected over the years for right now. We've got the Cripple Studs. I really like that one.
Yeah. Cripple Studs is a good one.
We got Mouthful of Mustard.
Yeah, that one I love. I made a logo for that one, actually.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a ska band. Just because, like, Mustard
Club. Mouthful of Mustard.
And then one that me and my Uncle Matt really like, because it like, and you got to say it, because when you say it, you realize how nice it is. Anthrax Barbarian.
Anthrax Barbarian.
Right? Like, think of the concept. Like a barbarian that, like, fights with anthrax or some shit. I don't remember how I came up with that one. I think me and Gage were probably tripping on acid, and I just came up with it.
Yeah, you just saw an Anthrax Barbarian in your head, and you just, like, it came to you.
And Hate to Wait. I think Hate to Wait is a really good one that I got.
Hate to Wait is pretty good. You told me one that I liked, which was Broke by Saturday.
Oh, yeah, Broke by Saturday. That's a classic.
I thought that was a pretty good one.
You know, because payday's Friday, and if you grew up like most of us grew up, you're probably broke by Saturday.
One that I was throwing around with one of the bands that I'm in that everybody hated, and I do too, but I think it's funny, is Guy in the Blanks. Because like we were talking about how like 9 times out of 10, anytime there's a band name that's like a person, like some guy's name and the blank or whatever it is, it's usually just a terrible name. Like, I can't think of a single band that has a name like that that's good. Like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, you know, Tom Petty's are iconic, but that name kind of sucks, let's be honest. So like, yeah, we were like, all right, Guy in the Blanks.
All right, I got one that's good.
All right, let's hear it.
Bob Marley and the Wailers.
There you go.
I don't know. It's fine. I feel like that type of name, it can only be so good, you know?
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Bro, they're so
Absolutely
good.
not.
They're a sick band.
That doesn't count.
I really don't like the name, but I mean, it's a fun name. I wish it was just King Gizzard, though.
No, I don't know. I kind of like how long and unsearchable it is. But yeah, I don't know if I have any others just off the top of my head right now. Because yeah, I'm terrible. Like I said, I'm terrible at coming up with band names. I have like a bunch of notes in my phone where I'm like, is this a band name or is this just something that I wrote in like some sort of fever dream? I have one here that just says, Jesus is Alanis Morissette. I think that was a band name. I think that was a band name because otherwise I don't know why I would have written that down because I certainly don't believe that that's true. Yeah, I don't know. So, if you have any more, RJ, go ahead. I love hearing them every time.
I think maybe I'll give you one more. All right.
Yeah, and then save the rest for the next one, I guess.
Yeah, Sunset Flamingos.
Sunset Flamingos.
So here's like a reggae rock band, maybe.
Yeah. I feel like for band names, a lot of times it's just like, you know, it's Guy in the Blanks or it's like adjective noun, you know, like like describing word nouns, like Sunset Flamingos, Arctic Monkeys, Gratuitous Platypus, stuff like that, right? Like,
yeah, that's true.
And I'm trying to come up with one like that, but you never get anything good if you just follow a formula. So
yeah, see, my thing is like if I try to think of a band name, I just can't. But if I just hear something that sounds catchy, I'm like, dude, band name right there, boom.
I just remembered something. I was just going through my Google Drive and I found an old, like it just came up for some reason, like an old band name chart that like me and my buddy Julian wrote, and it's all terrible. It's all the worst names in the world. Let me pull this up real quick, actually, because I'll see if I can find it. The worst, just the absolute worst. Here we go. The document is called Band Name Ideas.
The Heaters.
Yeah, Lethal Tempo.
I kind of
God
like that
Save. One. It's not the worst. God Save Punk. That one's rough.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Rusted in the Rain. That's just beyond
that
repair.
That one's for your girlfriend. Rusted in the Rain for your girlfriend, bro. It's a hair metal band. I can see it. I fuck with
definitely.
it. Dude, that's gold right there.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be reading these out loud then. Julian might get mad at me for... Oh, this one sucks. This one's terrible. Cursed Verse. Okay. That one, that sucks. Yeah. Solid Edge. All right.
That's like a straight edge band, bro.
Yeah, kind of. This is one that I came up with. I think it was Nectar and Venom was what I went with. It was either that or Venom and Nectar. I feel like that's like a hair metal band name, but like
could be.
I could see that being like an emo band.
Oh yeah, almost yeah. I feel like that just completely depends on like what your band logo looks like or what font you use for that name.
But what's smart about you, Brandon, is you and your buddies kind of came up with one of the best band names I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's a really good
Funeral.
one.
Like I sent Steve your song, really and the first thing he said is "Crash the Funeral" is a great band name.
That is the first thing I said. Yeah, totally. I remember.
Hell yeah!
I saw it and I was just like, "Damn, that's sick." I wish I thought of that.
You guys fucking nailed it with that one. That's a sick band name.
Totally.
It was one of the boys. It was Cameron or Matt or the both of them. See, they're the masterminds behind the name, dude. Like really, dude. Guys. Like I couldn't come up with shit, dude. Like I proposed like the Can of Kids or some shit. You know, instead of cannabis, the Can of Kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like, no, bro, we're not being a stoner band. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But
damn, I just remember my favorite band name that. One of the bands I was in was using for a while, but then we decided that we can't use it. I'm still furious. I still really want to use it. Denny's Fight Club.
Denny's Fight Club is good. Yeah,
I love that. I love that band name. I think it's great. But like, one of the people I'm in a band with, they're like, "Well, I don't like that name. It sounds kind of like stupid, and like, you know, we might run into some trouble like copyright wise." And I'm like, whatever.
Nah, dude. Because think about it, dude. Denny's legally could be an entity that's not a chain of restaurant, bro. Man,
yeah,
Denny
totally.
is a person. Denny like, owns a Fight Club.
It's just funny because like Denny's and Fight Club are both two things that are definitely trademarked. So like putting them together is like, does it work?
Also, a loophole.
One that I thought was cool. I guess I'll just throw this out here right now and see what the consensus is on it. Yeah, I think War Turtle is a cool band name, but that might just be because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
So. That's an F from RJ. Yeah, that's fair. Right.
So you guys ever listen to Wacko?
Wacko? No, I can't say I have.
They did a live record in Denny's. Like they got a Denny's that let them play a live hardcore show.
What the fuck is up, Denny's?
That's the fucking Denny's meme video, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that is what that's from? Yeah. Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
Fucking last week, Zach from Your Disorder, he's actually got like a cassette, I'm pretty sure, of the live from Denny's Wacko
set.
Yeah, bro.
That rocks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think Denny's, that's like the ultimate punk venue because like where else are punks going to play? A basement? Come on. Give us Denny's.
Come on.
Let us play at Denny's. Come on.
We all know we want the coffee. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. And just think about it. You know, you get fucked up in the pit, then you just sit down in one of the booths, have, you know, some breakfast.
Some pancakes. Yeah,
there you go.
That would rock.
That boy needs some milk.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, speaking of band names, this is what, with our band, you know, we were always super influenced by metal, horror movies, just the horror genre in general. So we kind of wanted to keep that rolling with our band name as well. And even with our, you know, EP title, you know, it's presented by us as if it's a horror movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like all these
totally.
themes and all of
I like the album art
and all these
kinda,
stories.
The album art, it kind of has like, it even has the tagline on there. Like, what is it? About the wolf, right? What is it?
The wolf is out. Who will survive?
Yeah, who will survive when the wolf is out? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, because it's a lyric from the song. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all clever, dude. Like literally, like I can't explain this enough. I've told him 1,000 times. I've kissed his ass a bunch. But Cameron, he fucking killed our singer. Him and his girlfriend literally did that picture in one night. They got together. Like we were literally got together. we got together in Orlando. We were talking about it. We were like, "Fuck, dude, we're posting this thing soon. We gotta get a picture. We don't have an album. We don't even have album artwork. We don't even have a title yet. What the fuck? Like all this shit." And like, we're like, "What are we gonna do?" And like, we're just in there talking, and the camera's like, "Yeah, I got this idea. Like, me and my girl might be able to go back into the house and do it." And we're like, "Please do." And like, they went back. They fucking sent us over everything the next day, and dude, that's what we fucking sent out. And like,
that's awesome.
Dude, they killed it.
It looks
like,
really
shout
good.
out
that's
to
impressive.
him and her.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you who made that for you if you did it yourself. That's awesome. They did it, bro.
Yeah, we did.
One night. That's fucking sweet, bro. It looks really good.
Yeah, we did it all ourselves. Like, dude, even all of our Instagram content, all of our promo work, all of our pictures have been taken by our friend Ian. Shout out to our friend Ian Bertle. I fucking love you, buddy. I would kiss you on the mouth if you weren't in New York right now filming. Like, seriously, like he's given me plenty of opportunities to work on his short films. Like, we were literally just down in Melbourne at a rooftop party for like Chris Maslow's like art festival or whatever, and like he painted a whole like art mural at this hotel, and like Ian went down and filmed it, and we did this like short film like soundtrack for it and shit. And dude, like, it was a huge project, bro. It was a great time. And like Ian's like, dude, like we're always bouncing each other's like back stuff, you know. I help him with soundtracks, and like, dude, he's literally doing a majority of our fucking Instagram promo work. Like, he's awesome, easily like a part of our team, like a member of the band that's not actually playing an instrument. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people. That's the thing that a lot of people I think forget is like, as a musician, like, I hate this term, but like networking. You're like your network or whatever, the people around you. It can't just be made up of other musicians. You know, you need people who do other stuff. Like, you need people who can like design posters or like film your stuff for you. You just need people who will come to your shows, just like even people who aren't musicians, like fans and stuff like that. Like, there's no way.
It's not only that, bro. Like, you know, everybody can have a bunch of trades in the world, but they need to be hardworking motherfuckers. You know?
Oh, exactly. Absolutely.
They need to be a fucking steam locomotive going 100 miles an hour and flying off the rails and not stopping type shit.
Right.
Like, that's the type of team that we've built up. You know, like all of us. You know, like whether it's Cameron busting out a fucking single picture in a night, or you know, Ian driving up 2 hours to take our picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all dedicated to what we do. You know, we have a tight schedule. We've grinded out. We definitely have a vision, and we definitely have a plan. We have goals, and we're gonna fucking accomplish that shit for sure.
That's awesome, man. Absolutely.
That's the thing about music is you can't do a half-ass job, because the whole thing with half-ass jobs is if you do a half-ass job, then you got to do a half-ass job twice. If you just do it all, put all your effort in the first time, you don't have to worry about it again. Yeah. And you can see it with your band, bro. You guys are mad authentic. You can tell it's just, you know, a passion for music. Not like we want to get rich. We want to, you know, meet mad girls and shit. No, it's passion for music. You're not in a band because you want to be in a band. You're in a band because you want to make music, and there's a difference.
Exactly, man. Like, you know, we all have our side hustles, you know what I'm saying? Like, the girls will come on the side, the money will come on the side. Like, that's why we all have jobs now, you know. We all work day jobs, as you know. Right. We all are about our paycheck, you know what I'm saying? But like, we have a hobby and a common interest of playing music, you know. It's what we all fucking do. Right. So like, you know,
there's clearly love
celebration, bro. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. But I think that'll do it. We could probably wrap up.
Yeah, thanks for talking with us, Brandon.
Yeah, dude.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for
absolutely
allowing me to talk mindlessly while I'm really stoned on your podcast. It's great.
Real quick, you want to plug some of your links and socials real quick? We'll throw them in the description as well.
Yeah, man. Follow us on Instagram, Crash the Funeral. Follow my record weed influencer page, if you will, Daily Spins Records. All of us have personal accounts that are pretty much linked through the Crash the Funeral account. But mainly just follow us on Instagram. That's where our pride and joy is. You can find our single Drink, Die, Repeat on YouTube, Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Definitely check that out and run it up, you guys.
Yeah, like, run that shit up. Like, I don't care if y'all got it on repeat when you sleep. I don't care if you're working.
Just put it on 3 separate devices at a time. Yeah. Make sure it's listening.
Like,
put on VPNs too, so it looks like people are listening to it all over the world. Just run it.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. Got to run up the numbers. But like I said, dude, like we have a hefty schedule. We're planning to drop new tracks between now and August. We know we got 5 tracks coming out for the EP. I can't be saying names yet, but things are coming out. Things are on the horizon. Seriously, tap in, be on the lookout. You know, we are coming in full steam. We are about to kick, you know, your local bands, you know, we're going to kick them in the jaw. I'm sorry. We're going to fuck your girlfriends too. It's like straight up.
Oh, damn.
That's just how it is, dude. Like, we're coming.
That's upsetting. I mean, hey, I guess you got to do what you got to do.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Everyone, we are doing.
Everyone keep your eye out for more to come from Crash the Funeral. Fucking check them out.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. All right. Sweet. Thanks again, Brandon.
Will do. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you.
Take it easy,
bro.
Likewise,
man.